Good morning, folks. I'm doing a little late July garden tour here. Look at these tomatoes, are doing pretty good. There was a little manure on the high side of this garden. Things are growing well, but there's no tomatoes. And that rhubarb's in its second year, so I let it go one more year. You look around, we got things happening here. It's raining, trying to rain. It rained last night. There's puddles in my yard. We got 3 rows of potatoes here. I've been weeding out this kind of a radish I got here. There's a radish down in there, 2.5 inches across, and they're not woody, called Red Castle. I'm going to weed these out because I seeded another batch over there. But there's radishes. There's a few weeds here, but there's a tomato cage on a volunteer tomato, which they're all over the place. We got a little dill coming way down there. We got a few peppers. We got the vine crops. And all kinds of vine crops. We got regular beans growing and pole beans growing in the center of the regular beans. I put all these cages here because the deer were eating off my beans. They won't stick their head in a cage. It'd be interesting if they did and got wild about it. Got a few cabbages coming. They need dusting. I'm not opposed to dust, insecticides or other chemicals, including granular fertilizer. Blue Hubbard squash, buttercup, yellow crookneck. Way over there we got a struggling cantaloupe, and cucumbers are blossoming. These raspberries are growing out of style here. I'm tired of eating them, and there's an awful lot of them. I'll pick another batch for my lady friend. Look at that, there's a volunteer parsnip seeds and squash and lamb's quarter. This garlic, I can pick that about any time, I think. Not quite ready, but I'll ask around, see if anybody else has. This year's parsnip patch is partly weeded. I just can't seem to get after it. The rototiller's down, or next year's garlic bed would be dug up. And maybe one last thing to look at here. The greenhouse, can't believe there's still life in it. Haven't watered it in weeks. That's a chick brooder shed there for those kind of people that this here Pemina plum, I see it's got a few on it. I'll prop up some of these branches because if you don't, they'll break. And half that tree has never had fruit on it. And I can't tell that right half. I guess there's fruit on it. But not much. So I was wondering if that came from below the graft. There's nothing else going on here except a beautiful cranberry bush and hawthorn, and already been